Hey, welcome back. Andrew Williams, Professor Cashflow here. I've been getting a lot of questions about how to use your IRA or 401k account to invest in multi-unit properties, so I decided to make this bonus video for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your IRA or 401k or regular investment funds out of high-risk or low-return investments and move them into real estate secured, multi-unit properties where you have 100% control of how your money is invested and you reap 100% of the rewards. A good friend of mine owns one of the largest self-directed IRA companies, and as an IRA custodian, he assists people all over the country. His team of professionals works with you to get your IRA funds out of non-performing or unwanted investments and roll them into real estate assets that are controlled by you. I have my real estate IRA with him, and many of the private investors I work with have their IRAs with him as well. Check them out if you want, and I'll give you their info at the end of this video. The real estate IRA is either tax-free or tax-deferred, depending on how your IRA is set up. You can defer all taxes until you start taking out the withdrawals, or never pay taxes on the growth of the account. His team of advisors will help you choose the best way to set up your IRA. You can transfer all or just a portion of your retirement account or restricted IRA account into self-directed real estate IRA without any penalties. The best part is there's no limit to how much profit your real estate IRA can make per year. All of that profit is tax-free or tax-deferred, and it stays in your account. Most people think this is too good to be true. When they first hear about it, they say, how can this be? And how come I've never heard of it before? Well, the reason is because not many people know about this. There's over $1 trillion in retirement accounts, and less than 2% is in self-directed accounts. That's amazing to me, but it seems like a no-brainer. Another great piece is you can leverage debt when you buy multi-unit properties in your real estate IRA, just like you can leverage debt when you buy real estate in a traditional transaction. That's right. Your IRA can borrow money on the purchase of real estate assets. And this means your IRA only needs to put up the down payment when you buy properties, which allows you to buy 3 times more properties by leveraging debt than if you just paid cash. This means your asset base and growth potential is increased by over 300%, and the cash flow is increased as well. Let's do a little comparison just for fun. Let's say you have $100,000 sitting in your 401k with your ex-employer. Do you know what your actual positive cash flow is on that $100,000? It's probably zero. Here's the problem with the conventional employer-sponsored 401k. The toll is taken by the 401k and associated mutual fund fees is staggering, and it can eat up more than half of your gains. With 401ks, there's usually more than a dozen undisclosed fees. You have legal fees, trustee fees, transactional fees and stewardship fees, bookkeeping fees, finder fees, and those are just the undisclosed fees. There's more fees that they tell you about, but that's just the beginning. The mutual funds inside 401ks often take a 2% fee off the top. So for example, if a fund is up 7% for the year, they take 2% and you get 5%. Sounds like you're getting more, right? At first, yes, but in the end, the mutual fund wins. As Jack Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, explains it, what happens in the fund business is the magic of compound returns, which is overwhelmed by the tyranny of compounded costs. What that means is you contribute $5,000 per year from 25 years old to 65 years old, and the fund goes up 7% every year, your money would turn into around $1.15 million. Yet you would only get to keep $670,000. That's less than 60%. That doesn't sound like a good deal to me. And that's because 7% compounding returns hundreds of thousands of dollars more than 5% compounding returns, and none of it goes to you. The 2% fee cuts the return exponentially. In that example, by the time you turn 75, the mutual fund may have taken 2/3 of your gains. Bogle puts it like this. Do you really want to invest in a system where you put up 100% of the capital, you take 100% of the risk, and you only get 30% of the return? And do you believe this is what 98% of the population does? Mostly the middle class, and it's because this is how you are taught to save for retirement. With 401ks, I've seen environmentalists who are unknowingly invested in big oil, and anti-smoking advocates invested in big tobacco. Simply put, 401ks teach people to be unconscious while investing. Think about it. How much do you really know about your 401k? Do you know the funds in which you're invested? And do you know the details of the companies inside those funds? Do you know the fund manager's philosophy, his history, or her performance? Do you really know the fund manager's salary? Do you want to know? Probably not. How can you expect to gain a return from something you know so little about? And how can this be called investing? It's not investing, it's gambling. And then, when the market crashes, your 401k turns into a 201k just like it did in the stock market crash of 2000 and 2007. You have zero control over the environment of your investments. Wouldn't it be smarter to put your money in a physical asset that you can wrap your arms around? Or at least drive past it, take pictures of it, or touch it and feel it if you want? The crazy 401k and mutual fund fees don't exist in the real estate IRA. The cash flow you make belongs to you 100%. Yes, you'll hire a property manager to handle your investments, but they don't get 40 to 60% of your cash flow, not even close. The average annual return on a 401k, according to entrepreneur.com, is just over 0.5%. On $100,000, that amounts to $560 a year. But your $100,000 on multi-unit property can be leveraged into $330,000 of property. And that's if you're not using one of our creative formulas to get into it with little or no money down. But hey, your IRA needs to get a return too. The average return on our multi-unit properties is around 18%. And on $330,000 worth of property, that amounts to $59,400 per year. Now, which would you rather have? $100,000 sitting in a high-risk 401k generating $560 a year, or $100,000 leveraged into a $330,000 property generating a return of $59,000 a year? The answer is obvious. Multi-unit properties are far less risky and a more profitable investment. So you might be thinking, if this is true, then why is there $70 trillion sitting in conventional retirement accounts and only 2% of the world's retirement accounts are held in real estate IRAs? The answer is because the investment brokers of the world don't get paid on commissions in any of your dollars invested in real estate IRAs. So they simply do not tell you it's even an option. Well, it's time to get educated. This is why I created this bonus video for you. You need to know about this. Your friends and family need to know about this, so please share this with them. Now, I hope you see the benefits of real estate IRAs, and I will be going into more detail on the real estate IRA and how you can meet my friend, the IRA custodian, so he can set up your real estate IRA for you. You don't need much money to start a real estate IRA, and you can even open one with $500 to $5,000. And of course, you can transfer your conventional 401k or IRA into a real estate IRA. Now, I suggest you do this immediately before the stock market crashes. It's going to happen, and it's right around the corner, in my opinion. Now, if you're thinking this whole IRA 401k strategy doesn't apply to you because you don't have a 401k, hold it right there. You're going to be working with private investors to fund your deals, and this is a very powerful strategy you can share with them to earn their trust as a money partner for your deals. I do this all the time, and it's very effective. Now, the next step is to get registered for our live online class that's coming up. There's no charge to attend this class, and you'll get more details on everything we've been talking about, as well as more practical know-how to help you go get your first passive cash flow formula deal. I hope you're as excited as I am to get started. Click like and share below if I've shared something with you today that was a big eye-opener for you. I'm sure your friends and family will appreciate the share as well. And I'll talk to you on the training real soon. This is Andrew Williams, Professor Cashflow, signing off for now. So go like, comment, and share below. And go check out my friend's IRA company at VantageIRAs.com.